Dear colleagues, over in such important fair, science education, from all over the Americas, the IANAS program, and colleagues from the table, old friends. It's a great pleasure for the Brazilian Academy of Science to host this meeting. We give great priority to this program of science education. In fact, search for talents is a key issue for future of science in our countries. So we really should provide the instruments for our teachers to look for these talents, to make the young people enthusiastic about the magic of science. And then after that, we should care about sharing these young talents. This is absolutely crucial. I think the science community is absolutely aware of the importance of this issue. And so your program is at the forefront of such an objective. But I think we should always look at this issue globally. There's the diffusion of science, the teaching of science, the discovery of talents, and then to share these talents to have their potential fully developed. That's the way, of course, we think about this issue. I want to say that this is a moment of great enthusiasm for science in this country. We are fortunate to have had a very important national conference on science and technology. We were able to dialogue with politicians in this country, and we set to grow in investments in science and technology and innovation. At this point, we are spending about 1.2, 1.3, more likely 1.3% of our national production, GNP, and we are set for to reach 2% of this GNP by 2020. And it's a big effort, but it's not so unlikely. It's possible to do so. For that, we have to grow in our activities, keeping high quality. And so it's a big challenge. And the big challenge starts with the program of teaching science to our young kids, finding the best talents and to share it them. There is no other way of achieving this growth we are planning for. So, very good success for you at this meeting, and let's keep on with our faith that we are contributing to the good of our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Palace. Before passing the word to the next speaker, let me remind the speaker and the participants that we do have simultaneous translation, so just feel free to speak in whatever language you want. Let me invite Professor Juan Pedro Laclet, IANAS co-chair, to address the audience.
Good morning to everyone. Few words. Sure. First thing is that I'm speaking in the name of the two co-chairs of our organization, Hernan Chaimovich and myself. And the first thing that I would like to say is to thank the hospitality and the perfect organization of the Brazilian Academy of Sciences. As usual, things are perfect. The people is received and treated on time and in perfect condition, and I thank you very much for the support of one of our academy members of IANAS. The second thing that I would like to say before mentioning the program on science education is that a series of things are happening around this meeting on science education, because we take advantage of the presence of such a distinguished group of academicians. So the agenda for the program of Women for Science is being also set up, and the agenda for the capacity building program of IANAS is also being worked. And so we use every minute of your presence here. But the issue today is a program of science education of our organization, of our network, and I would say that, well, in my opinion, this is the pearl of the crown. This program is a central issue in the work of IANAS. The situation of science education in the entire continent, but particularly in the Americas, is not very good. The last PISA evaluation says that, or indicates that we are not doing very well on this issue. We have to improve the way we attract, the way we teach our children. As the president of the Brazilian Academy mentioned before, we have to make the learning of science more attractive, more fun to the children in our school. So in this sense, I remember that sentence by Edmund Burke, in the sense that the best protection for any country is education. And I would say that taking into account that knowledge is now the basis for the development of the countries, I would say that science education is the basis for development. And in this sense, the work that has been accumulated during a good number of years, thanks to the pioneer efforts of Jorge Allende and many others, it's like a capital that we have as an organization, and this is something that we have to offer to the countries. I think that it is a very valuable asset for our developing countries. I simply want to wish you the most productive meeting. I know that